Have you ever wondered what it actually takes to build a modern AI feature? I'm not talking about the flashy marketing demos, but the real, down in the trenches, nitty-gritty process. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a real-world project to see how an AI chatbot gets built from the ground up. So, how do you get from a cool idea to a working feature that people can actually use? It's a journey, for sure. It starts with some surprisingly simple human goals, goes through some super strict technical rules, and yeah, it even involves hunting down a single typo that's bringing the whole system to its knees. Let's dive in. You know, every great piece of software doesn't start with a line of code. It starts with a question. What is this thing supposed to do for someone? So before anyone even thought about programming this chatbot, the team had to sit down and define what success would actually look and feel like from a user's point of view. And just look at how simple and, well, human these goals are. There's no tech jargon here, right? It's all about basic stuff, creating things, asking questions, updating them, getting rid of them, and remembering the last thing we talked about. This foundation, these 5 core goals, ended up guiding every single technical decision down the line. And this is absolutely crucial. The team didn't just say, we want it to work. They defined what working means with a hard number, a 95% success rate. That gives them a clear, measurable target to hit from day one. It's a great reminder that it's not just about adding features. It's about making sure they're reliable. Okay, so with those goals locked in, it was time to move from the what to the how. This is the blueprint phase. It's where you lay down the fundamental rules of the system to make sure the AI isn't just clever, but also safe and ready to scale up later on. Now, this sentence, pulled right from the project's planning docs, is maybe the single most important rule of the whole build. Look, you just do not want an AI, or any system really, having a direct, unrestricted key to all your data. That's a massive security nightmare waiting to happen. This one rule forced the entire team to be creative and build a much safer, more controlled system. So how do you let the AI do its job without just letting it run wild? The solution was something they called the MCP tools pattern. Here's a way to think about it. Instead of letting a chef loose in your kitchen with every single appliance and sharp knife, you give them a very specific set of 4 utensils. They can still cook an amazing meal, but only using the tools you've given them. It's controlled, it's predictable, and it's safe. The second big architectural decision was to go with a stateless architecture. Imagine a customer service call center where any agent, literally any of them, can pick up your call and instantly have your entire customer history right in front of them. That's what this does for servers. No single server remembers your conversation, which makes the whole system incredibly tough and super easy to scale up when you get more and more users. And here they are. That's the toolkit, the 4 specific utensils for our AI chef. And notice how each of these tools maps directly back to those core user goals we saw at the beginning: create, get, update, delete. This design is brilliant because it makes sure the AI can do everything a user needs it to do, but absolutely nothing more. But of course, no plan, no matter how good, survives contact with reality, right? The ability to adapt is everything. And partway through the build, the team made a pretty big change, a pivot, in how they were connecting to the AI models. This one move had a huge positive impact on the whole project. Okay, so the original idea was to plug directly into a single AI provider, like OpenAI. But they switched to a service called OpenRouter, and the benefits were just massive. Instead of being locked into one company's prices and models, they could suddenly switch between different AI models from anyone, OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, instantly. They could shop around for the best price, and, crucially, if one provider went down, they had an immediate backup. Now, you might be thinking, okay, a middleman service like that must add extra cost, right? Well, the team's research showed that nope, the prices were exactly the same as going direct. So they got all of that flexibility and resilience for basically 0 extra cost. It was just a really, really smart strategic move. But hey, even with the smartest architecture and the best plans, you can't escape the fundamental reality of building software. Things are going to break. A huge part of the job isn't just writing new code. It's playing detective and figuring out why things aren't working the way you thought they would. The first major bug was a showstopper. The whole system would just freeze. And the error logs had that one dreaded message: database is locked. The best way to picture this is like 2 people trying to walk through a single doorway at the exact same time. They just get stuck, and the whole line of people behind them grinds to a halt. So what was actually happening to cause this jam? Well, the main service would open a connection to the database to save the user's message. But it would keep that connection open while it waited for the AI to do its thinking. The AI would then, using its own tools, try to open a second connection to do its job. And boom, lockup. Two processes, one doorway. The solution was this really elegant three-step dance. Step 1, open a connection, save the user's message, and this is the key part, immediately close that connection. Step 2, now that the database is free, let the AI run and do its work. Step 3, open a totally new connection just to save the AI's response, and then close that one too. No more fighting for the doorway. Problem solved. The second bug, though, is a perfect reminder that not all problems are these deep, complex architectural puzzles. Sometimes it's something painfully simple. After hours of chasing a 404 not found error, they found the cause, a typo. The front end of the app was sending user.id, but the back end was expecting user.user_id. One tiny underscore caused a major headache. And now we get to the best part of any project, seeing it all finally come together. After all the careful planning, the smart pivots, and the meticulous bug hunting, the chatbot was alive and working just like it was supposed to. I mean, this final status report is just a beautiful checklist of success. The flexible API? Check. Creating tasks just by talking? Check. Conversations are saved correctly? Check. And best of all 8 of the critical bugs they found during development were officially squashed. You can just feel the excitement in this final update from the project docs. This is that moment that every developer and project manager works for. It's not just code on a screen anymore, it's a living, breathing feature that's ready for real people. That rocket emoji really does say it all, doesn't it? So there you have it, the whole journey, from a simple set of goals to a fully functional AI feature. The chatbot can now create tasks like a champ. But remember those other tools in its toolkit? The ones for getting tasks, updating them, and deleting them? That's the obvious next step in its evolution. The foundation is rock solid, and now the real learning can begin.